here in the data sources, see, for any visualization tool, importing the data is most critical thing, right? Okay. So we have these options. These are generalized options. So here you can pull down this drop down menu. Just a minute. So here common data sources. These are the common data sources. And if you click on more, so different categories of data sources will be visible. So here you can see these different categories of data. Okay, one is file. These are flat files like Excel file, text files, XML files, PDF files, this kind of things. Second one is databases. So let me just show you. So files. So these are different files which we can connect and import the data into Power BI. Okay. We can see some of them like Excel file, CSV, text file. Okay, we will see those things. And there is something called database. Okay, it is another category of data source database. So here you can connect to SQL Server database, Access database, SQL Server, Analytics Server, Oracle database, and there are many other databases. Okay, you can just scroll through to see variety of servers or databases. SAP also we have SAP HANA database, Amazon Redshift. Okay. Now we have certain power platforms like Power BI datasets, data marts, Dataverse, these things, and Azure platforms. So these are cloud-based platforms. See why it is Azure specific, because it is Microsoft, so it has got specific category here. Okay, exclusive category for Azure platforms. So here we have Azure SQL database, Azure Synapse Analytics, okay, blob storage. There are many other storages, okay, like HDFS, all those things. And there are online services like Google Analytics or Adobe Analytics, Dynamics 365. So here we have these different data sources to which we can connect and import the data. Finally, there are other data sources like web services, web and Hive or Python scripts. Okay, Google Sheets. So these are the different data sources to which we can connect and import the data. See, any business would like to, any company would like to see, real-time dashboards, right? Now, any BI platform will have that option to connect to servers so that they can have the updated data any given point of time. There can be some refresh rates at which the data gets refreshed or made available to the dashboards. Okay. So here predominantly in our course, throughout our course, we will be using Excel workbook, okay, or CSV files. But we will see some of the other data sources as well, like a text file, and we can also connect to SQL Server. Okay. So there are different ways of connecting. So we can connect from here. Okay. We can directly connect from here. Okay, like Excel file or SQL Server, or we can also click in the report view. See here we have the, when there is no data available inside, there is no connection to any data source. So these things will be shown. Okay, like input data from Excel or SQL Server or trace sample dataset, all those things will be available. Okay, these are two ways. Third way is you pull down the data source, get data here. So these are the commonly used data sources. You can connect from here. And fourth way is click on more. So here, this is the fourth way through which we can connect. Okay. So let us connect to Excel file. So as per our curriculum, yeah, we can connect to CSV, Excel, text file, and SQL Server web page. Okay, these things we will cover. So let's first connect to CSV. So in order to connect to CSV file, what is CSV file? comma separated values.
Values. Yeah.
So we can just select this text or CSV and click on connect. Okay. So go to the data folder in which you have these files. So you can select any of those files. Just let me select one particular file. Okay. So this preview would be available. Okay. Are you all able to see the preview? So here the source name and delimiter comma. Okay. So here you can see the column names. Okay. Order date, stock date, order number, product key, customer key, territory key, order line item, order quantity. Okay. And here if you look at this data type detection. Okay. So the data types of each column would be detected based on the first 200 rows. Okay. So here data in the preview has been truncated due to size limitations. Okay. Only few records have been shown here. Maybe around 25 to 30 records have been shown. Okay. So here we have two options again here. We can load the data directly into Power BI or we can transform the data. Okay. So this when we select this transform data, it directly takes us to Power Query editor. Okay. But primarily you can choose to load the data, and based on some understanding of the data, then you can go for transforming the data. Okay, it's up to you. You can directly go to transform data, or you can load and then go to transform data. Okay, first let us load the data and see how it looks like. So now we have loaded the data. So it will take some time based on the number of records. Are you able to see the table view here at the right side? Sales data. Okay, sales 2015. So this is the table. Okay, you can just click on this expanding arrow to expand the table and see the columns. Are you able to see different columns? Okay, they are alphabetically arranged. If you can look at this, the columns are alphabetically arranged in ascending order. Okay, like we have the customer key, order date, order line item, order number, and other column names. Now, here, are you able to see this summation symbol? Summation symbol. Okay. Now we have to, based on our domain expertise, domain understanding, or experience, we have to decide that whether this column is meant for summation or not. Okay. So here we have this customer key. So what could be this customer key, product key, territory key could be? How does a customer table look like in a typical bank? So you will be having, say, customer number, okay, and account number, and your name, email ID, and mobile number, and Aadhaar number, isn't it, guys? And subsequently, maybe your address, okay. So here, if you look at this mobile number and Aadhaar number, they are all numbers, right? Mobile number is 10-digit number. Aadhaar number is 12-digit number. Okay. Now, since it is a number, again for this mobile number also you will see this kind of symbol. As a domain expert, you should be able to judge. You should be able to decide, is this correct or not? When we load the data into Power BI, we need to have that review whether the columns have been properly identified or not, data type wise. Okay, and whether these kind of summations are there or not. Is it relevant or meaningful to have this kind of summations? And are you able to see here summarization? So here count is there. So here what we can do is we can pull on this drop down menu and we can choose don't summarize. So summarization, it will it will enable us to do these kind of summarizations like sum, average, minimum, maximum, count distance. So since there is no meaning for summarization on these columns, we can choose don't summarize. You can see this example. Okay, you can see the tooltip here. Set the default way to summarize the values in this column. Okay, so here customer key, it can be number, but no, see the primary keys, like in the, just imagine in the Aadhaar database. Okay, in the Aadhaar database. So even though we will not be able to do, we will not be able to carry out any of the aggregations like sum or average, these kind of things on Aadhaar number. But being a number, if it is primary key, it will be much quicker compared to a string. Okay, it will be helpful to do lot of operations, queries, especially queries. It can be done very quickly when we have the numbers as primary keys compared to strings. Okay, now we are in the report view. Are you all getting? So in the report view, we will be having these visualizations here, the page view basically, and filters, and here visualizations, you can select different visualization and fields here. Okay, so these double arrows to collapse or expand the pane. Okay, you can collapse like this, or if you want to expand, you can expand like this. Okay, now if you want to see the data view, so just select this data view. Now, are you able to see the data view? So here you can see order date, stock date, order number, product key, customer key, territory key, and other things. Okay. So this is the data view. So if there are multiple tables, all those tables will be listed one below the other. Okay. So if you want to see the data for different tables, you can click on each table and see the data, how it looks like. So here you will not be able to see the data types. You will be able to just see column names and the data inside the column. Okay. And this is model view. So are you able to see the model view? Now there is no model as such. Okay. It's just a single table here. You can see here, and there is no relationship as such. Okay, only single table, so you cannot make any relationship.